Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are after market close on Thursday, September 28th. We're going to take a look at NNDM today. So I did a check-in on NNDM today and noticed that it's putting in some nice little motion here. And also, if we look back, it's still encountering way back here. In February of 2022, we initiated this downtrend resistance and it briefly broke it, but then it fell back underneath, broke it again, and fell back underneath, and now has butted its head up against it twice, including today, since it got drawn back down recently. And it also put in two lower highs as it was making that motion and a lower low here versus the swing low here. Now it's starting to sort of march itself back up in that direction. I want to look, there's some trend line here. We just want to see where it's coming from. If I go down here about 216, let's see what we get. 216. Okay, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, to be honest. Okay, so what got me interested in this today was the potential for a wedge forming here from all the way back in February of 2022 on the downtrend resistance, and then the uptrend support initiating end of June 2023, but then really reconfirming it just a couple of weeks ago, and then within the past week or so as well. So it's getting itself into a pretty compressed zone here. So I'm interested to see if it's going to push through. Is it able to pop through above this 275 level that we have and make a run maybe toward 3? Or is it going to put in additional lower highs and fall through the floor here? So interesting sort of position that it's in currently. So I thought we'd take a look, and also we can put some additional levels in since it has been putting in motion below the levels that we had on the chart already. So I'm going to grab this swing high here, and we'll zoom in a moment to see how these levels sort of look. But we're at 268 now, so okay, let me put in a few below, and then we'll see if there's anything above or not. Below this one, we'll go at this level here, all of this resistance, support to resistance, resistance, support to resistance at 257, I guess, is closer to 257 than 256. And then if we wanted one in between, right there about 260. And then should we put one lower just while we're here? Put it there for now, 249-ish. Wondering if that would act more like a psychological 250. What if we just put it 250 on the dot? I do kind of like 249 better. Okay, let's just say 249, and we can always readdress if we need to. But let's see if there's anything in between any of these levels, because percentage-wise, 265 to 275 is quite a percentage shift with the stock price being so low. Okay, I'd say there's a level here, and then I don't know that there's a level that's clear to me down here. Maybe here, if anything. Okay, and then let's see if we have any in between. This is a pretty big gap, 75 to 92. Okay, maybe there. Let's see how this guy is here. Here. And okay, I'll go here for now. Might be one a little higher too, but I don't want to clutter the chart too much. But there might be one around 289 as well. Okay, so if we have those on the chart and we zoom in, oh, also, sorry, while we're here, we should note there's a gap down here to whatever the high of this day was, 242. So I'm going to put that in gray. And just note that I'm going to put this guy in purple. Just to note that this is about, not quite exactly, but it's about the beginning of a gap down to 242. So if it gets in there, you know, that might give it some drawing down. On the other hand, there's a gap up here, so this guy should be purple as well. A lot going on here, and we haven't even looked at the Thinkorswim study yet, so we'll get there in a moment. Okay, so gaps up, gaps down, and potentially wedging out. Tons happening. When we zoom in, it looks less cluttered, right? And you know, can bring a little bit of clarity to this. Also, though, you know, pretty barcodey volume-wise, makes it look pretty ugly. But pushing off these levels nicely, flipping resistance to support, finding additional resistance at higher levels. And today drawing down a bit, nothing too drastic, but there was the push off of that downtrend resistance that's been on the chart since early 2022. So interesting there. And then we see this uptrend support coming through near that 256 low a couple days ago. All right, so that's my look on the Webull chart. I don't know how to make it not look so cluttered. It's just kind of cluttered, to be honest. Flipping over to the Thinkorswim study. Now, this is on the hour, so keep in mind here we're looking at the daily, and we zoomed into the 10 a moment ago. Here we're looking at the hour. See where it's situated. It's spent a long time recently pinned to the mid-range of the channel, and then just lately, it tried to push the upper bound of the channel, got drawn back down toward the mid-range today. So I'm interested to see, you know, a nice push off here on this last candle that's on the chart. But I'm interested to see, you know, is it able to push through and maybe put in some motion, you know, additionally like this. I don't know if then that will result in a drawback down to the mid-range and then a push back to the lower bound of the channel. So it could sort of like, you know, grab some gains and then quickly erase them. That might be the case if it's batting itself around in this wedge as it compresses the price action. I don't know. We'll see how it treats that. But right now, you know, sort of situated at the mid-range of the channel, it does have a bunch of triggers and fires in the TTM squeeze indicator. Trigger all along here, and then fired, and that's what drew it up toward the upper bound of the channel. Now we see it's retested the mid-range, and it's ending the day by putting in 2 trigger candles again. So I don't know if it's going to fire, you know, into tomorrow or something like that, and if that's going to result in, you know, a big push up or down either. But just to note that it is there. But I mean that the chart overall is really sort of erratic. So that's why it being sort of erratic inter-channel on the Thinkorswim platform makes it kind of additionally interesting to me that it's compressing the price action lately within this wedge pattern. That could give it some nice sort of bang for the buck, if you will, or bang for the build-up, I guess I should say. The other thing to note is this cloud is this 180 to 200 EMA cloud. You see it swooped in here, provided too much resistance for this price action to hold, big push down, and then interacted with it again yesterday, and then today, sort of hard to tell where it is. Okay, it's right here. It's situated just underneath these candles. So if that's able to secure support over that cloud, that could give it some additional support now that it's also converged with the mid-range of the channel. So that might be really strong support in that level. I don't know. Again, it's on the hour. I'd feel more confident in it if it was on the daily. But, you know, just something to sort of make a note of while we're here. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well and that you finish off the week strong tomorrow. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.